Good morning, all you shavers out there. Today I'm going to continue on with some of my top fives, and I'm going to talk about my top five razors that are currently in my den. Now, when I look at a razor, I look at something for both smoothness, helps with the glide, but I also, for the most part, minus one of these razors that I'm going to show you, I really like a hefty razor. I like something with a little weight to it in the handle. Just helps where I don't need to apply any pressure, mows down my hair the way I want it to, and I really enjoy that. So my top five razors, with one honorable mention, are in no particular order. I all gravitate towards them depending on the type of shave I'm going for. So one of the first razors I'll show you has been one of my daily drivers. I can slip either a mild blade or a sharp blade in it, and I always get a good shave. And that is my Edwin Jager DE89. And there's just something about this razor that it just works for me. Like I said, I can put a milder blade in it, I can put a sharper blade in it, and I'm still going to get a consistent, clean shave. So I really like the head. This is a different handle. It's not the standard DE89 handle that comes on it. I think this is off of a DE102, but I could be wrong. It typically comes with a knurled handle, which I actually like more, but my dad has the 102 that I'd got him, and he just couldn't hold on to this handle at all, even with alum, so I just swapped him handles out. Another great razor, and this is kind of the exception to my weighty handles that I really like, but especially if I have a lot of growth, if I've just haven't had a chance to shave, or I have 4 or 5 days worth of growth, and I really want to mow that down, then I will use my PAA Open Comb Slant. And this is a Bakelite, so it's extremely light, but it has an awesome ability to mow through a lot of growth, and it just sings. The feedback off of this baby is phenomenal. Has a lot of blade exposure, so there's a lot of blade feel within this razor, but the open comb being a slant, all the blade exposure, I can take down days worth of growth and go right down to a BBS without any issue at all. This is another razor that I've been able to pair with a mild or a sharp blade. Since it is more aggressive, I typically tend to go towards something a little bit more milder in my den to get a little bit more smoothness out of it. If I throw a feather in here, I get a little bit of tugginess with it. So if I have a lot of growth, I'll put like a Perma Sharp in it, for example, and I'll cut clean through. So good razor to have. I really like, and it's a very affordable option, is the Maggard's V3 head. Now they make a mild, a standard, and an aggressive. I believe this is the aggressive V3 head. It is on a Rod George handle, but you can pick up on Maggard's website these V3 heads for very, very inexpensively, and then they have a ton of handle options as well that are also very, very affordable. So they're not something to look past. I get great shaves, great consistent shaves with it. It's another one that I will throw a Pole Silver or a Perma Sharp in, and I get a phenomenal shave. I can handle throwing a feather in there, but I can also handle throwing a derby in there, and I'm going to get a really good shave with it. What is turning out to be possibly my daily driver is the Rockwell 6S. And what I like about this is that you have 6 opportunities to get it right. You have plates 1 through 6. It's 3 plates. You flip them over depending on which side you want. I currently really favor the R5 plate, and it just works. It has a great feel in the hand. The knurling is phenomenal. It doesn't slip. It's all stainless steel. I really like the smooth guard. It just glides well. Handles a variety of different blades, both milder and sharper. And like I said, once you find the plate that works for you, I pretty much just stick with that. The only time I go down on a plate is if I'm doing my cheeks or neck on that. Otherwise, this thing is just a solid performer. And another one in that solid performer line is the Carve Christopher Bradley. Now currently I have this with a plate C. See if you guys can see that there. And I am going to actually be picking up, I think, a D and an E plate. And I might get a C open comb plate. I love that this is all brass. I love the heft of it. I love the smell of it. I love the nostalgia of it. But then on top of that, it just performs. And for me, I could use this C plate as a daily driver, and I actually am finding that I want a little bit more aggression. That's why I'm considering a D plate and then an E plate for a heavy growth. But then I may just stick with a C and go open comb, and that could easily be a daily driver as well. You don't always have to have a lot of growth to use an open comb razor, so keep that in mind. But very, very solid performer, the Carve Christopher Bradley. And then for honorable mention, and this is a razor that the reason why it didn't make my top 5 is because honestly I just can't shave with it every day, versus the other ones I could pick up any day no matter the growth, and I could shave with it and it would give me a wonderful shave. The Maggard Future, on the other hand, is not something that I could go to every single day. It's just a little bit too aggressive for my skin, even on a setting 1, and I find it really comfortable if I have a couple of days worth of growth, but if I shave today and tomorrow with it, I tend to chew myself up. Part of that could be technique. Part of it could be just that my skin doesn't like that big of a blade gap. But this razor has wonderful weight, wonderful heft. This is the matte finish. They have a chrome finish and they have a gold finish. So there's variety out there in what you guys may like. They are a solid performer. They're very well constructed, and it is an adjustable. So similar to the Rockwell, which is really my only Rockwell, and the Carve, this is adjustable within your hand. So you can dial it up per pass or down per pass if that's what you like to do, or you can just put it on a setting and go right along with it. So typically I run this on a 1.5 to 2. Pretty low settings for me. I'm still playing around with it some, but I really enjoy it when I do shave with it because it's very smooth. Typically I will run like a Perma-Sharp or a Bolzano through this, and I get really, really good shaves. Or an Israeli Red. Persona Israeli Red. Works really good in this razor. So that's my top 5 with an honorable mention. I hope this helps you guys out. I've been getting a lot of questions recently about head shaving and what gear to use. I still think if you're new to wet shaving, your head especially, but it can work on your face as well, is go with a mild razor, something like the DE89, and put a sharper blade in it. And then try the technique that I use for shaving your head, where you go 1 pass with the grain, and then against the grain, frost the top, give yourself a little extra cushion, and then use your against the grain pass. And you'll find that you're getting less nicks, less irritation, and pretty darn good shaves, if not BBS. So thank you all for watching Redbeard Shaves. I appreciate your time and support, and you all have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.